Welcome to the last week of our wonderful journey together. This particular week is just about just do it, and no one's been asking me what stories do I have about that. Well, I have a story that immediately changed everything, the way my life works, operates, everything, and the reason I'm actually standing right here in this beautiful Rocky Mountain National Park today. I was in the military, and I was getting really great efficiency reports. And the Department of Army is looking at me, and I had this career ahead of me as the military, and I took a course called Civil Mind Control. The first day in that class, I knew that I was going to leave the Army and teach this class. I didn't even been through the whole class. Fast forward for 2 years. I went and worked with Jose Silva directly. I stumbled around, tried to learn. Nobody knew I was even doing it. And then one day I walk into my commanding officer and said, I'm leaving the Army. And he about fell over and said, what? What are you going to do? I'm going to go teach a class and teaching people how to be psychic. Really, that's kind of the fundamental piece of it. We won't get into that today. I left the Army against the wishes of all of my compatriots and compatriots, went to Des Moines, Iowa, a place I'd never been, to a territory I'd never seen, to a future with my wife and 2 children, 2 little bitty children, 2 and 3 years old children, to launch a class in something I never actually taught and made any money at. The amount of stuff that I went through was horrendous. There were the dark nights of my soul so many times in that period. I literally would pray all night. Somebody help me. They always did. I'll just tell one little quickie because it's relevant. One night I had a bunch of bills I couldn't pay, didn't have any students, didn't have a class scheduled, and I didn't have any money, didn't have a place to get any. And I literally prayed all night, and the guy that got me involved with it, named Ray Glau, he always called me son. Phone rings like 7 o'clock in the morning. Son? Ray? Son? Omaha, Nebraska just opened up. We'd like you to fly you out there and take over a class we got started, and could you go out there and we'll pay all your expenses and you can go. So I did. I just did it. Then I went from there to Denver the same way. And then I became very powerful in Silva, and all kinds of things happened sometime later we could get into. But it all happened just because I said, yes, just do it. Just the hell of it. Just go. And no matter what. The journey. And I am so grateful that I took that journey. I wouldn't be even remotely close to me now if I hadn't just done that over and over again.
I've got some sort of personality disorder in that whenever I'm told that something is not possible, I just want to go out and do that. And combined with that, I don't know, maybe because of my youth, I've got this sort of innocence and naivety of just doing stuff. And countless times it's happened that, I just went out and did stuff. One of the examples that I was studying civil engineering at university in one of the best universities in England, and I decided to drop out to go live in Poland, a country in which I don't speak the language. I didn't know anybody there besides a girl that I'd met 2 or 3 weeks before. And I was 19, I didn't have a degree, I didn't have any money. And I decided I was going to set up a training coaching company for big businesses. And everybody told me, you're nuts. This is never going to happen. This is impossible. You're crazy. And I thought, what if I just do it? What would happen? And so I went there. And it turned out it was freaking hard. The first 3 months, every company I called literally companies every day. I might have called 100, 200, 300, I have no idea, 400 companies. Every single one's the same thing. You don't speak Polish? Go and teach English. You're never going to work as a trainer. So I ended up having to teach English to pay the bills. And, you know, I remember so many nights where we had no money to buy anything. So we ate rice with butter. When we could afford it, we got ketchup. And I kept doing it. I kept going at it because I thought, that's really what I want to do. Let's just do it. And 2 years later, year and a half later, I was coaching directors of real estate companies, of banks, insurance companies in Poland. And that's just because I decided to do it. And I went on throughout my life because every single thing that I've done has always been either hell yes or hell no. Because what I discovered is that there's no such thing as hell maybe. That's just hell. And that's how I've lived everything in my life. That's how I've done everything. And some people think I'm crazy, but I get shit done. I'm 28, I've written 3 books, I spoke at Harvard, and that's not because I'm smarter than other people. It's just because I take leaps of faith. I take leaps of faith with the hell yes. And so this week, what you want to do is to look back at your vision board, your possibility board. And of that possibility board, pick 5 things that you really want to do. 5 things that are hell yes. Just do them. And then pick 5 things that you don't want to do. And that you've been doing for too long. And that are hell no. And this week, don't do them. And that's really it. So this week, just do it. Hell yes or hell no. And this is your last week on this program. So this is your chance to take a huge leap of faith. You've already taken one by joining the program. This is the one that's going to make the whole difference. We look forward to seeing the reflection you have at the end of the week and to have a conversation with you about your experience on the program and what you've learned about the art of creating a magical life.